So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Now it's the backup Gabbert. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And shoves him off at the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 18. A big play there for KC. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Dances by him. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they...
Touchdown! Justin Watson from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Gabbert will try and throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Another tote for Carter. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. Take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fights still. Find ways to make plays.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Toon. A throw to the flat for Carter. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A give up. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Toon going to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Draw play, Carter. And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there, as it'll lead to 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that. The
City offense now as they get set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pick.